drop 'em. One hook and I'll rock 'em. One more and I'll stop 'em. Call the fighter, I'll lock 'em. Up 'em. If he reach, then I'll pop 'em. Street sweeper, I'll wash 'em. Homicide, come and chalk 'em. Drop 'em. One hook and I'll rock 'em. One more and I'll stop 'em. Call the fighter, I'll lock 'em. Up 'em.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is our prediction for the upcoming fight between Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall. This is our second time doing predictions because there was an event that changed the course of UK history and they decided to postpone the fight. And so now we're doing our predictions again, and maybe some people have changed their minds. But before we give our prediction, we're going to look at some of the promotion. So some of you who are not familiar with Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall, take a look at the promotion and see. I think it's been pretty good. Let's take a look.
I'm here. And I want to call y'all. Let's go.
I knew that when I turned pro that women's boxing would take off. And it took off in America first, but like the UK has come different. The UK is coming out with boats with rings in them. The UK is coming out with 20,000 fans at the O2 main event. I trained my butt off. I don't know if you see my traps coming up, but them the muscles in my neck I was talking about.
She's exhausted all her one-liners, hasn't she? I'll tell you exactly on Thursday. But where's your medals at? You let your country down. You've boxed tomato cans. You're a bum.
Someone who lives off of an amateur win for 10 years. God. It's like they're trying to erase everything I've done in the past 10 years because I have been dominant in boxing for a decade. Are you, Savannah Marshall, going to knock out Claressa Shields?
I've been asked this for the past 12 weeks, and I've never once said I'm going to knock you out. I said I'm going to hurt you, and I will.
You still don't have an answer.
Well, we'll see when you wake up on the canvas. I'll ask you then.
You can keep thinking all this talk about this. Oh, Savannah Marshall, knock out this, knock out that. But anybody can knock out Americans and bums. You can't knock out world champs. I put in 11 weeks for this camp just to show you.
Well, you're
not about to get in there and walk through me. And you know what? You be hating on my chain. You be hating on it. But guess what? I bet you this chain that you don't win the fight.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll just take the belts. I'll just have the belts.
You're not gonna have the belt. Put $35,000 of your purse.
Well, I don't know what you're over there, but I'd be taking that right back.
What you just say?
I'd be taking that right back.
You want to be the quote. You want to have a chain. You want to be the quote. You want to have a chain. You want to be me. You want to have a belt. You want the Olympic gold medals. You want it, right? Yes, you do. Oh my God! Who doesn't want to win the Olympics for their country? After I beat up Emma Cozen, she's the one ringside telling my son, "If you fight that way against me, I'm going to wipe the floor with you."
Hey, hey, you want this chain?
You're going to see. You're going to be a second edition of Christina Hammer.
I hope you're not relying on that. Whatever nothing like Christina Hammer.
So that's been the promotion for the fight. Pretty good, I feel like. Now we got to turn it over to a man who's going to be in his feelings on fight night. He's going to be in Brooklyn, New York to see Deontay. He's going to be in Brooklyn, New York to see Deontay Wilder, a fighter he's not fond of, while his old boo is fighting on the same card as his new boo. Ned is going through it, y'all. And we're turning over to Ned the TBE. Who you got? Claressa Shields, your old boo, or her opponent, Savannah Marshall?
My heart is torn, y'all. My heart is torn. But it's easier to spread love than hate. And that's what I'm going to do today. Claressa, you got a special spot right here.
You know what side the
camera messes me up. You see the camera, right here. But yeah, Claressa, I'm rooting for you. I want you to win. I just want you to have a successful career. At the end of the day, I still think about me and you, but it's never going to be me and you. And everybody want to talk about Savannah like she's like the next big thing, but I think you got this. I think you got this with ease. You've been boxing, and she gonna try to, just pace yourself. Don't overdo yourself. Don't even, you know how to fight. You know what it is. And Savannah, if you want to win this fight, I'm gonna say, don't go in there trying to take her head off early. You gotta really test the waters, see what she bringing. Because if you go in there trying to take your head off, you're gonna play yourself, and then that's how you're gonna lose this fight. But I still got Claressa winning by decision because she don't never knock nobody out. When's the last time she knocked somebody out?
Oh, you coming like that? You blew a kiss to your ex, TBE?
Yeah, my ex chick's still my next chick. You feel me?
Nah.
Michaela, I love you too.
Oh, you said Michaela? I thought it was Alicia, bro. You true.
The truth shall set you free.
Hey,
brother.
The
truth
He just did himself in.
Brother.
Yo, now he got 2 exes, cuz.
It don't matter, dog. You can be in multiple friend zones, man. You know what I'm saying?
Multiple friend zones.
And now the world knows why he is friend zoned then. All right, Trill Dollar Bill, who you got?
Listen, I like Savannah Marshall. I really do, man. I like her a lot, man. And I think she has a lovely, bright smile, right? But let's when it comes to Claressa Shields, right? I said this the last time. I'm picking Claressa Shields, unanimous decision. I feel like she outboxes her. Here's the thing, right? When I think of this fight, right, when Claressa Shields was just talking. Remember the 5 heartbeats when Eddie Kane was talking to Flash, and he would say, "You want my spot, Flash? Well, you ain't gonna get it, cause you ain't got it." You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is right here. Savannah Marshall, you want her spot, but you ain't gonna get it. Because right now, you ain't got it. Because I think Claressa Shields is just that bit a little bit more talented and all-around fighter. So I'm gonna give it to Claressa Shields, which she may lack in the power department, what people may say. She makes it up for everything else, So I'm giving it to Claressa Shields, unanimous decision.
Conspira G.
In the spirit of Trill, since again, Ned didn't provide us with a story, I guess I'll provide with a story similar to what Trill was saying. In the movie The Temptations, my man David Ruffin said, "Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis." You know what I mean? So, essentially what I'm saying is, clearly Claressa Shields is the A side in this fight. Now, I will say that I do agree with, who was it? Was it Peter Fury that said this? He was like, they both fought bums. And I agree, with all due respect to the women's division. But a lot of these girls that they fighting, they're not of note. You know what I mean? It's not like you go like, you remember that fight with Claressa versus da-da-da? We don't do all of that. We just go, clearly it's a one-sided fight on both ends, right? So my money is on Claressa Shields, obviously, because of, her accomplishments. But I'm not going to diminish the fact that, Savannah Marshall has that Tyson Fury herky-jerky style that I've never seen Claressa up against. So this is a new element. It's different from what Claressa's used to. It's a different environment. It's the UK. It's a new atmosphere. So I'm not going to be like it's going to be completely one-sided. But, I think there's going to be some controversy. So I'm going to say split decision, Claressa Shields, because of a lot of variables. I think Claressa's going to have to first figure out Savannah Marshall's style. And I think any round where Savannah actually lands a punch, they're going to give it to Savannah, bro, like on some real stuff. So I'm not saying the UK going to try to do Claressa Shields dirty.
What are you trying to say about our UK brethren?
But you know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. We know how they give it up.
The UK also brought us Britt Bobby. Britt Bobby's the rapper who period. Rich brought us Britt Bobby. Hey,
oh man, so y'all
I gotta
brought
own that.
Ned, the UK version of Ned, huh?
Yo, watch your mouth.
That's the first thing she said. That's the only thing she said. Brit Bobby. And then she went in.
Made a hit. Made a hit and went viral.
Went
That
viral.
was my first time ever hearing it. I was like, damn.
I think it just missed viral, but yeah. But it was pretty popular video for sure. All right, I guess it's on me.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I actually watched the amateur fight because it was up on Sky Sports website. It was up on like numerous channels. And I actually watched the amateur fight between Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall. So I can say this because I now know this. Claressa Shields got robbed. And I looked at the comments, and most of the people in the comments, even from the UK, were saying the same thing. Shields got robbed. Shields was robbed. There were people who, we were honest, were like, oh, I thought that she dominated Shields. After watching this, I thought Shields won. So when Shields is sitting there, and I first heard Shields, one of the things she said was, you didn't even really beat me. Like, she was saying it to her, and I'm thinking, oh God, Shields, like, you know me, I'm like, accountability, come on now, you can't beat her unless you admit she beat you. And then I watched it and said, you didn't beat her.
Hey, remember, Claressa Shields on Twitter was like, I think y'all should take this fight down because I think it's bad for business. Next year, you know, you can't even find that fight.
Yeah, they took it down.
Yeah.
So all y'all, like, this is what makes me laugh. Like, Claressa Shields is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. That's an accomplishment that you can't attribute to Savannah Marshall. She's 0-time gold medalist. Claressa Shields, this is where I disagree with Peter Fury, has fought better opposition in the pros. Claressa Shields beat Franchon Cruz Dezern. Savannah Marshall has not been in the ring with anyone like Franchon Cruz Dezern. And I tell you right now, I'll pick Franchon Cruz Dezern to beat Savannah Marshall if they were fighting tomorrow. I think Franchon Cruz Dezern would beat her. I seen Franchon Cruz Dezern in there with
a dude. I'll say it. You know what a dude.
Hey, you better stop it.
You seen a fighter, him and his. You seen a fighter, him and his, bruh. You know
all my life I had to fight. That movie, y'all call it movies. This is what that fight, Franchon Cruz Dezern.
To knock the hair off, and she was still fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That wig came off.
He's like, you want to have wig?
You want the wig or the fight?
Yeah, facts. You know,
Franchon Cruz Dezern in there fighting someone with stuff in their system. We know this, and I still think Franchon Cruz Dezern won that fight.
Yeah,
I still think Franchon Cruz Dezern won that fight. Savannah Marshall ain't fight nobody like that. And let me tell you something. That fight reminded me of The Color Purple. I loves Hoppo. Lord knows I do. But I kill him dead before I let him beat me.
I'm telling you, we ain't never seen a fight. We actually heard an entire arena laugh at a fighter, bro. Remember when she grabbed that mic?
Oh, my life I had to fight. That was not, come on now. Don't sit here and tell me. So you gotta
get that fight too, bro. That was like watching a woman get beat up by a man for real. Like all jokes aside.
It was hard. She was really fighting for her life in there.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
You gotta give Shields Franchon Cruz Dezern. You got to. And you gotta give Shields Christina Hammer. Who was undefeated and basically running women's boxing for a few years. And Shields went in there and straight dominated her. Dominated her. And it was a similar situation to what it is right now. Christina Hammer was the favorite. People thought Christina Hammer was going to beat her. And Claressa Shields, someone was going to shut up the loudmouth American. Let me just get this out the way. Americans, we do have loud mouths, a lot of us, when it comes to boxing. when it comes to fighting, when it comes to this. But what you don't understand is where we come from, we have inferior schools. We have people rooting against us. We have people telling us what we won't be. We have to tell ourselves that we're the ish all the time. When someone says to you, this happened to me. I was told I couldn't be a lawyer because of where I went to school, because of the family that I grew up with, because of my circumstances. I have to be stubborn enough to look into a mirror and say, they don't know me. I can do what they say I can't. To believe it, I have to say it to them. They have to laugh at me. And then when I do it, I look at them and say, now what? That's America.
So, Kano, are you telling me you speak it, believe it, receive it?
Not like Wilder, bro. First of all, Wilder, you already know this. Wilder isn't the first one to speak it into existence and believe it. But as I pointed out to you before, there's more that you have to do than just speak it. You have to speak it, commit to it, have the discipline, work hard for it. That's what makes you believe it, right? And when you receive it, that's why I feel like it's where preparation meets opportunity. Some people call it luck, but I believe it's where preparation meets opportunity. So it's more to it than that. I believe if you put positive energy into the universe and you work hard at something, you will receive the blessings and the fruits of that. I believe that. So that's what I'm talking about. But what people don't understand when they talk about loudmouth Americans is you saw Deontay Wilder be the champ and America not embrace him. You seen Floyd Mayweather be the champ and America not embrace him. You see Terrence Bud Crawford and Earl Spence right now, champions. People in the UK want to see that fight more than people in America want to see that fight. That's the main reason that fight's not happening.
Devin Haney's undisputed, and that's still
Haney's undisputed and can't even crack the pound for pound list on American platforms.
Exactly.
That's why we loud in America, bro. So you don't like it, who cares? Because you don't know what it's like. And I want them to drop you off here where there are no royals, where there's no kiss ass, and see you survive here. You survive here knowing what you can do. You survive here believing in yourself. You survive here being your biggest fan. And you surround yourself with people who believe in you and people who support you. Yeah, Claressa Shields got a big mouth, but she accomplishes things. Yeah, Claressa Shields got a big mouth, but she backs it up. And you know what they say about talking, right? You can talk as long as you can back it up. And she's backed it up every way, and she's going to back it up again when she whoop your girl, Savannah Marshall. And all y'all who come run into this comment section, come back here later. Please, come back here later. That's all I'm asking of you. After Claressa Shields beat Savannah Marshall again, like she did in the amateurs, assuming they don't rob her this time.
Yo, how come people in the comments never come back and be like, you know what, guys? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, if you're going to bring all that smoke, bring the love afterwards, man. You wrong. That's all. You know what I'm saying? They be expecting me to apologize. I done apologized a couple of times on this show. Can I at least get one from one of y'all? I'm just saying, man.
Never gonna happen, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Please let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. You know who you rocking with. It's the box.
Oh, and that change it to end zone instead of friend zone. That's so
psych. Right?